topic, I'll request Tulakadi to tell us in a brief, and also I'll request Tulika to start today's session. Thank you very much to everyone, to our viewers and well wishes. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everybody. Welcome you all to today's demo counseling session on setback. In our life's journey, a balance between professional life, family life, social life, and personal life is essential for stability and happiness. A setback in any one area upsets everything and affects our well-being. Today, we shall see how we can overcome setback and move forward in our life's journey. So with the blessings of Parampita Paramatma, our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, Supreme Counselor, and the blessings of senior brothers and sisters of the education wing, we shall start today's session. Good morning, brother.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
How can I help you today?
Ma'am, actually, I got to know about you from one friend of mine. So I had certain issues in life which were at a critical level. So I thought, I'll get in touch with you because he was very much admiring your, sense of intelligence and help and compassion and empathy towards people who are suffering. So I thought maybe you can be of help to me. So that's why I came to you.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
So, ma'am, my name is Nitin, and I'm 46 years of age, and I have my own consulting in terms of Vastu and India.
What problems are you facing then at present?
Actually, my weight is, in terms of as per what doctors say, it's too much. So my height is 5'3", and my weight is almost 84, 85. So I'm overweight, and I'm taking regular walks and jogging, but weight is not, going down. It's almost like last 6 months I'm struggling for that. In terms of, my main problem is mentally. I'm, not very happy. There are certain things which are going very bad. So I have a lot of mood swings. I'm trying to stabilize my mood, my swings, but I'm not able to do that. And currently, my as I said before, I'm 46 years of age, so I'm not interested in any hard work. I do certain physical fitness streams, but if nothing is helping, so mentally I'm quite not very happy about a lot of things.
Any health issue?
As I said, I have blood pressure, so there's a hypertension, so my BP is high, so sometimes it goes beyond 150, 160 for the higher one, and lower is almost something in the range of 94 to 100. And basically, it was all because of stress. I left my job. I was actually working with one of the leading corporates. I was almost heading the organization. So that was some 5 years back. I left my job due to a lot of stress, and you understand.
Understand.
And so I developed because of the stress in my job when I left my job 5 years back. So this is what it is.
Brother, do you take alcohol?
Yes, I do on Fridays. I take alcohol, sometimes twice a week. Otherwise, it is once a week. For last approximately 2 years.
Tell me something about your childhood, your parents, your relation with them.
Okay.
About your siblings.
Right. So I have no brothers and sisters, so I'm the only child. And my father was a class 1 gazetted officer, and it's a middle class family in which we were. My mother was a housewife, and childhood was good. I had good friends. I've studied, so I've done whatever. I've done my best in terms of schooling, in terms of graduation. So everything was good. It's like, but mother, a very good relationship with my mother. She's very possessive. And at times quite, I would say, I'm sorry to say, but very manipulative. And always, she used to exhibit narcissist behavior. So, and she creates a lot of, I would say, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, ma'am, but is it, I have to tell you frankly what it is. She creates a lot of hurdle in my professional life, in my personal life. So, always try to keep my growth restricted. She never wanted me to go out of Delhi. She didn't. So because I mean, see, you understand, when you have higher aspirations, you need to even travel. You need to go places. You need to change your locations. But she never, so created a lot of ruckus and scene for that, and always, she filling my mind with negative energy. I mean, she screams, she howls. I mean, it's a not very good atmosphere. And the mother was a homemaker, and but she was very dominating. Very. I mean, it's. I mean, there is. I mean, I understand. Mothers are possessive, and they really want to take care of the child. But domination in terms of when it is beyond a certain level, it actually hampers you. Not only professionally but mentally as well. So, and very short tempered, very short tempered on small issues. I mean, very small issues, which is not to even, it's very small. I cannot give you examples, but she screams and howls. I mean, she thinks that whatever she will do is right, and we all are like fools. This is not. It should not. It's life is about balancing. We are all a family. So mother, my relationship is very bad. I mean, it's strained. I mean, it's extremely bad. What I actually do, ma'am, I just try to keep a distance from her. I do not want to go near to her. I mean, she tells me work, I do. That's my responsibility as a son. But I have no intention to, you know, be besides her. And
You
ma'am, as I
avoid.
said, yeah, I actually, see, ultimately, see, ma'am, when we are living, we are meeting so many people. If your mind is negative, it's your, see, if you are not constructive, if you are a pessimistic, I mean, you cannot grow. So, I mean, why to live
I
yourself in
understand,
negative
brother.
environment? And I'm actually, I see, I am a self-made person. My father, though he was a class one gifted officer, even I started just after my 12th, I started some small jobs. So from scratch I've built myself, from meager salaries. You understand, when you start works just a basic stuff, to heading a very big organization. So I've done my best, and I'm proud for that. Whatever I have achieved, I'm proud for that. Only thing is, I'm only, my setback was that, I had to leave job, because ultimately, if your health is not good, because see, and see how long you can stretch yourself. You need to take care of your health also. So I had made bungalows. I have bought two flats. I have myself. I had luxury cars. I had two luxury cars. I have bared all the expenses, whatever best I can do for my wife, for my mother, for my kids. I've done throughout my life, and without complaining. I really wanted, for me, my wife was not just a wife. I really, it's like, I always protected her. Always. I was always at her side for all her small needs, big needs, whatever she used to say, I have done. To the best of my capacity. And apart from that, I've made FDs, I've done. So you need to take care of your life as well. This is what.
How's the relation with your family members then? Your wife,
Um,
children?
um, See, uh, when I was working, so I was getting a very handsome salary, you know, and so I was, apart from creating and depositing in the FDs, apart from that and making my assets, I used to spend lavishly. Then I developed this because of the stress and anxiety. I developed this heart problem. So my BP fluctuated. I was not able to cope. I did try it for certain few days and months, but I could not. I left the job. Now you understand, ma'am, when you leave the job, there is no regular monthly salary. I hope you understand. When you leave the job, Uh, so when there was no regular salary or no regular income, you have to balance in terms of expenses as well. You cannot just go out as what you have done before. I hope you understand, right? So since I cut down on like, you know, 5-star hotels, parties, you know, going good lifestyle, and you can understand. So I had cut down all those stuff. You know what happened after I did that? You know, my relations with my wife started going bad. She never understood. Well, she was used to, she was not even a graduate, ma'am. You know, I even made her, I say, I'll say, I think this point is not valid, but what I'm trying to tell you is till the time you're earning, you're doing your best for your family is with you. But if you're bad, I mean, if your health goes bad, I'm an emotional guy. You know, there's an emotional bonding. I mean, you know, a wife should understand that, you know, if the income is not the same status quo as it was before, how can you manage a lavish lifestyle? I mean, she used to fight with me for you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not maintaining, you're not taking me for stuff. I mean,
Understand, brother. And how's your temperament actually?
ma'am, what do you expect from tell me, you know, my mother, I've told you. My wife, see, I'm a person, I have feelings. I'm not an object. You know, I have emotions, I have heart. I also need love, na. If I'm not able to earn, am I bad? But still, for the last 5 years, I'm maintaining the house. But I mean, my mother, I mean, there is a very bad environment at home. With my mother, it's bad. With my wife, it's bad. Yes, my elder son, he just passed out of 12th, and you know, I mean, he loves me a lot. He cares for me. But you know, I mean, he listens to me. You know, I guide him in the best of my capacity in terms of how to go it, how to. I've explained him out of my own life, no theoretical knowledge. I told him how I have grown, how I have built my life without any. Though my father was in Prime Minister office, never ever taken any source, ma'am. Out of my own intellect, own blood, I have built myself. This same thing I'm telling my elder son. My younger son, yes, I'm on talking terms, but he neither listens. There's one this video game, man, PUBG. He's always on PUBG. He neither listens to, you know, me. He neither listens to my wife. He's a phone addict, I would say. He avoids. He doesn't study. Though we have tried our best to make good tuitions and all, but no, I mean, so I can say that. But I'm broken, ma'am. I'm actually devastated. I just need peace. That's it.
Since there's so much strained relationship at home, who runs the house then? Who bears the financial expenses? And what is your
Ma'am,
present contribution to your family?
yeah. So, ma'am, as I said before, you know, I had certain FDs. So, some interest is coming on that. And, you know, for how long I could sit at home without earning. Still, I said, you know, my BP is fluctuating, my weight is more. So, what I did some 2.5 years back, I started learning because I had that very craze about numerology, Vastu and stuff. So I did some course on internet, you know. Um, then after that, I did numerals courses. So I did advanced level also. So I made that as my career because you know you are not. I mean, see, in a job again you have to go at 8 and come at 9 or 10, whatever. So I'm you know I was happy that yes, I can earn something, but income is not good because it is just 2 years now. So sometimes I get some small amount, maybe then 2 months there is no income, then one good deal. So this is how it is. So in terms of expenses, like you understand normal home expenses, you have this ration, milk, vegetable, you have gas, all these expenses are maintained by me. And in terms of last 3 months, because my Vastu income was not good, so this electricity bill is being borne by my mother because she's getting a pension from the government. My father expired a year back, so my mother is getting a family pension, and we have one maid, so I pay for that. This is what I mean in terms of schooling of my children. So yeah, one thing I also want to tell you about schooling of my children, very important point. So since income not high, so I told my wife for my second kid that we can put him in government school, because I'm not able to afford that fees of a private school. You know how high fees is. So she said, okay, fine, you don't worry, I'll pay the fees. And she continued with the private school. And first quarter, I had paid, but for the next quarter, when I said that, you said that you can maintain. She said, when I've told you that. Now there was a big fight, ma'am. It's about, how can you take your child in between the session here and there? I mean, she behaves in such a fashion. I mean, she has no planning about life. So we had big fights. This is what, but I try my level best. My mother, as I said, she's very dominating. She screams like hell. The complete atmosphere at home. My mother screams on children. She screams on me. Uh, I have no words, but I just do not want to even go back home. But where will I go? My properties which I made, one is in, so they are quite far off. So I cannot go there because I'm in Delhi. So my current clients are in Delhi. So this is what it is. So there is no fixed earning, but yes, since I'm into this business, and ma'am, as you know that, I recently, I had a very old, the car was quite 7, 8 years old. So I changed my car. So that's on some loan. So that is a burden to me, because the installment is 10,000 rupees. So it is a big burden to me. I mean, that is causing me, a lot of problem. But I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm confused, ma'am. I'm not able to, I'm not able to maintain peace. I'm not able to decide what I have to do. But how long, though FDs are sustaining me, but for how long? So this is what it is. So I'm deciding, as I said, I have one property, so I'm thinking that I had some few credit cards as well. So some bills are pending. And so I'm thinking that I'll,
Why did you buy the
sell
car
my
in spite
property
of?
and pay this credit card. Ma'am, you understand, when you are in business. So, Malab, it is, I would say, when you are meeting people, because see, when you meet someone as representing any product, now here it is Vastu and numerology, but everyone asks about your, background, right? So you have to say that what you were. So they, sometimes people say, I mean, you are heading such big organization. Now, why are you into Western numerology? So I cannot say that because of stress and all. So I tell them that, it's my, I love this. So that's, I really want to help people. So when you go to these people, can you go in bus? Can you go in, I mean, can you go in metro? You cannot. Can you go in old car? You cannot. I hope you understand. I mean, so it's a business requirement. It's nothing that I want to show off to someone. I'm 46, ma'am. Will I show off? No. It's a business requirement. I
See, I
also
know.
bought a bike also. I mean, one small bike, because I thought that I'll do it on bike, but it was not good because 2, 3 clients pointed out. So that's why I bought the car. So I sold my old car. I got some proceeds out of that, and rest all I took as loan. This is
I know your daily routine.
Yeah, ma'am. So around about 7ish, sevenish I wake up. I do some prayer and little bit of. Uh, I believe in the. I believe in God, so I do my prayers. I try to do some meditation. Then as I love nature, so I do for 1.5 hours. It's my own time with my. It's my own time. Nobody can come between 7 to 8:30. I just be with myself and God. I don't know what I have done wrong, but why things are bad, but it's okay. Then 8:30 to around about 9ish type, I go for gardening. I love nature, man. So I have one very beautiful terrace. So a lot of plants are there. So I do Surya Namaskar. I love, ma'am, birds. I love. So I have cats. I mean, they are like wild cats. So they come. So I play with them. I feed birds, and I really love to keep my house clean. So all my, till 8:30 to 9, I do that. Then 9 to 10, I go for my cycling and walk. Then after that, I come back. Then I take my, I bath and I take my breakfast. So by 11:30, then, there's one friend of mine. He has, just near my home, he has one office. So I go, he's into some, stock market investing. He's doing it for last 12, 14 years and he's doing very pretty well. So I go there because I want to get out of this house where there's always fighting, screaming, howling. I just go there, I sit with him, I learn from him, and he's a nice guy. So I'm just out of this depressing home environment. That is what it is. Then after that, 2 to 3 is my, lunch at home. This is what I do. Then I take some rest because, as I said, I'm overweight and I have this hypertension. So I take some small nap. So for an hour from 3 to 4. Then after that, 4 o'clock, I fill the, yeah. So it's like, I have again, I water the plants. I fill up the tanks from 6 to 8:30. Then again, it's my own time. So I go for my bike ride, you know, because I want a very, I try to relax myself. So I engage in some sports. I even go to some malls, maybe movies. I mean, as per what it is. So then 8:30 to 10, again, I'm in my room. I watch YouTube channel. So I listen to a lot of, interesting programs which can enhance my intellect and learning. So any inspiration, videos. Then 10 to 30, 10:30, I take some. Yeah, one thing which I've changed in last, because actually before this, I just forgot to tell you. I just got in touch with a dietitian since my weight was high. So for last, because previously I was taking my dinner at 10 o'clock because my wife used to come at 8 o'clock. She cooks and then we used to have dinner. So my dietitian told me to take it bit early. So I try my level best to take between 7:30. Then till 10:30, again I'm hungry. So I take some small, munching and stuff. And 11 I sleep. This is my routine now.
You sleep well in the night?
Yes, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Well, it's, um, I would say yes, I sleep fine, but I'm a bit worried about, the current things which are going. So sometimes it takes 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, but otherwise, my sleep is fine. In between, for sometimes, in the night, I go for washroom. That is all. Otherwise, it's okay.
Are you a veg or non-veg?
Ma'am, I am a pure vegetarian, ma'am.
With whom can you share all your problems with?
Ma'am, I have one good friend of mine. There are actually, I would say, 2 or 3 good friends. So one is a very good friend. So I share my personal problems, my professional problems, and he's always come to my. We both are share very good, bond. Maybe he is my soulmate. I don't know. I can say that.
See, brother, there's a saying, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost, right? And if health is lost, something is lost. So see, you gave up your job to save your health, isn't it?
Yes.
From occupational stress. So this is very positive attitude on your part. I really appreciate you for your courage and I congratulate you for taking a bold step. In spite of being a son and having responsibility of your mother, in spite of being a husband and having to take responsibility of your wife, and in spite of being a father of 2 sons. See? So you are concerned about your physical health, your mental health, and family, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't worry. Together we shall find a way out from your present solution. Okay?
I vision myself. I vision myself to go to. Once long time back, 2 years back, I went to Dubai. I really love that place. So my vision is to have a lavish luxury lifestyle in Dubai and live a very peaceful life. It's a very clean place. I'm not saying India is bad, but I just love that place. So But as of now, I'm still unclear how to move forward, how to build myself. So it's totally unclear. But one day I wish I can.
See, to keep ourselves healthy, what we need is good food, isn't it? For proper
Yes.
physical health, we need good food, we need proper exercise, we need adequate sleep. So it is very important to take the right food in the right quantity and at the right time, isn't it?
Yes.
So see, we also must do exercise for at least 30 to 40 minutes daily for 6 days a week, and we must take at least 1 day's rest. Even 6 hours of sleep is necessary. So you said you have been maintaining a routine for almost 7 days, isn't it? So let's make slight changes in your routine, okay?
Okay.
I will give you suggestions. See whether you can accept the suggestions or not. See, you said from 7 to 8:30, I think you do meditation, isn't it?
Yeah. So I do my prayer and meditation. Yeah.
Okay. See, actually 4 to 4:45 a.m. is the best time for meditation. And this is known as the Brahma Muhurt.
4 in the
Right?
morning, ma'am?
Yes, 4 to
Oh,
4:45. Okay.
okay.
See, because then the atmosphere is very pure, peaceful, highly energetic. So
Okay.
you can do meditation at this time and express your gratitude to the divine, isn't it? So what is meditation? That is connection with the supreme being to get his powers. So the key to happiness is gratitude. So express your gratitude to the supreme being. See, generally what happens at 4 a.m., no, our sleep gets lighter and we have bad dreams, negative dreams rather. So what happens? This gives rise to negative chemicals, in which negative chemicals means bad chemicals in the body are produced. So this has bad effect on the body. So it is best to get up at 4 a.m. brother. Do you follow?
Right. I'll try, ma'am. It's difficult, but
Yeah.
because
I'm giving you suggestions. See,
yeah.
I'm not saying to implement it from tomorrow. Just
Because as I said, I sleep by 11, so I'm thinking 5 hours of sleep then.
all
Okay.
right. See, let's see what we can do. Adjust everything.
Yeah, I'll try.
As you said, no, you first do exercise and then you take a bath, isn't it? 9 to 10
Yeah.
you do exercise, and you said 10 to 11 you take a bath.
Yeah.
And see, actually after meditation you take your bath. You know why? Because when we take a bath, no, the pores of the skin open up, and then when you do exercise, when you walk, what happens? Oxygen gets in through the pores of the skin and the toxins
So
come
you
out.
mean to say that 4 o'clock I'll do my this meditation, and then after that I should take bath 5 o'clock something.
You take your
Okay.
bath and then you go for a walk or do exercise, whatever it is.
Okay.
See, but exercise duration must not be 1 hour. See, over exercise causes fatigue, low energy, and it may result in irritation, mood swings, anger. Also, over exercise increases LDL, which causes heart block. You follow?
Okay. LDL. Okay.
Yes. So you have high pressure, no? So you have to be very careful.
Okay.
See, don't read newspaper or any negative information, okay, at that time. And between 7 to 8 a.m., no, we must read something positive. You can read a good book. Do you have a habit of reading?
Yes, ma'am. You know, I have one. Reading it's fine, but I normally read books on YouTube because it saves a lot of time. So
All right.
otherwise,
What
yes,
you
I'm
better
fond of reading. As I said, I love to enhance my intellect power. So whatever you're saying, I'll do.
positive reading, but don't read newspaper as I said at that time. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay.
any holy book, you can read Gita if you're interested. Because at this time, there must not be a single negative thought in our mind.
Okay.
Because if you have negative thoughts in your mind at this time, no, it will give rise to pancreatitis. And you see, this disease has increased so much, isn't it?
Can you repeat the name? Pancreatitis?
Yes, pancreas. It is a disease that is of the pancreas.
Okay.
It has become very common now because people have become so negative. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, and you said, what time do you have a breakfast? 10 to 11.
Yeah, breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah, see, actually what happens, stomach is highly acidic between 7 to 9 a.m.
Okay.
So when you take your breakfast between 8 to 9, what will happen? The food will get digested, right? And always eat food in God's remembrance. Why? Because you are then happy. And when you are happy, what happens? The gastrointestinal system works perfectly. You
Okay.
follow?
Okay.
See, between 9 to 11 a.m., the heart and spleen are active. So you must carry out all the usual activities, that you carry out at this time. Follow?
Okay. Right.
See, you said you take lunch between 2 to 3. But between 1 to 3 p.m., the liver is active. And the liver secretes what? Bile, no? And bile emulsifies fat, right? So
Okay.
try to shift your lunchtime earlier. Okay, take it a little bit earlier. Say
Like 1
1:30
o'clock, 1:30.
or
Okay.
1:32, because you saw in school, colleges, always lunchtime is what? 1:30 to 2, isn't it? See, this is the main reason. No? Because by the time the food goes to the intestine, what will happen? The liver will secrete bile. And so fat will be emulsified. Okay.
Okay.
You said you take your dinner by 7:30. This is very nice. But please don't take anything after dinner. You may
But
feel
ma'am, if let's say you feel hungry, so I spoke with the dietitian one day. What happened, 7:30, because she said between 6:30 and 7:30. So 10:30, I had this chips and namkeen. So next day she scolded me. She said, if you want, you can have fruits or salads. No oily stuff. This is what she said.
exactly. So now
Yeah.
you know the reason, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then liver will not secrete bile according to your
Mhm.
wishes, isn't it?
Right.
Right? So go to sleep by 10 o'clock. What's the harm? So then you can wake up at 4 o'clock. 6 hours of sleep you will get, isn't it? See,
I'll
one
try.
day it will not happen. How can it happen on a certain day? But slowly, gradually, you have to shift your routine. See, you said you take alcohol once or twice a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
But alcohol is a sedative. It reduces tension, I understand. And people use it to cope with stress and get relief from worries. But see, in the long run, what happens? It will lead to numbness of the higher brain functions and cause memory loss, dementia, cancer of esophagus, liver, colon, right? And now you're taking medicines to reduce your hypertension. But what will alcohol do? Alcohol will increase your hypertension. Follow?
Yeah.
So what happens then? You are taking medicine to lower BP, and again you are taking alcohol to higher. It will higher the BP, isn't it? And if you have BP for a long time, there's risk for coronary artery disease, stroke, chronic kidney diseases. Nah? So you must understand all this, brother. See, brother, several years back, an American doctor, he calculated the cost of a human body. Understand? The cost of a human body. And how did he calculate? Any idea? See,
I mean, actually, I feel it is priceless.
right.
You
See,
cannot.
he
Yeah.
calculated the price of every part of the body when it is replaced by certain things. Understand? Certain materials. And he found the total cost is 2 crores. That also several years back. Right? Just imagine. So we have got this body absolutely free from our parents, isn't it? Right? It is our responsibility to maintain it. So please try to understand. Don't neglect it. And don't give your body anything which will ruin the health of the body. Follow, brother?
Right.
What date is today, brother?
Ma'am, today is 21st of July, 2022.
21st of July. 53 years ago, 21st July 1969, America had sent Apollo 11 to moon. Understand? And
Okay.
Apollo 11 astronauts made history by walking on the moon surface. See, brothers, space researchers, astronauts, tea testers, they cannot smoke, they cannot drink, right? And they do this only to keep their profession. Now you can do this to keep your own health, isn't it? Can you do that to maintain your own health? Yes?
Yeah, I can
After
try.
all, it is your health.
I'll try. I'll try. Yeah, I think I will do, because you have
Perfect.
related this to 21st of July 1969. It was a new beginning for human history. So I think what you are trying to tell me is for me as a new beginning. I understand.
See?
Thank you.
So after all, health is wealth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So see, you said you had to buy a bike, car, in fact, to please people, isn't it? Yes?
It was more of a business requirement because,
Understand.
yeah.
But suppose you didn't buy the car, what would have happened, brother?
See, actually, it is unfortunate that normally when you are in a job, it is absolutely okay whether you go by metro or you go by auto or you go by cycle or even walking. But when you are in a business, people give you work or or sort of consultancy when they see that you have done something. So it was quite a mismatch that, I was running a very old car. It was 8 years old. So that's why I bought a new car. So it's a need of the hour, ma'am. I mean,
Okay, brother. See, but see now what happens, you're wondering how you will solve the
yeah,
loan.
it's a pain.
So see,
It's actually a pain.
now people won't come to help you, will they? They will
No,
not. No?
no.
So you are helping them, but now no one is helping you now, isn't it? So next time, see, brother, be a little careful, okay? See, actually, you don't need everything when you are full in your mind. You follow? Full in your mind means you are content, you are happy, you are peaceful. Now, you cannot buy contentment, happiness, and peace with money. Can you? Can you, brother?
No.
No, they are within you, no? And you have to experience them, and you experience them when you emerge them through meditation.
Can I share something on this point about you? Because very importantly, I need to share. I didn't share. I didn't have that courage to share before. So I bought a new car because, ma'am, you understand I'm broken. My wife, my mother, my, profession. So I wanted to give myself a gift because I'm 46. So, I thought that this new car will give me happiness. But of course, it's also a business requirement. But one point which I had not shared before, I wanted to really, please myself that I've done something good for myself.
Okay, but see, happiness is not external. You can't get happiness from physical material, can you?
Right.
Physical
right.
facility cannot give you happiness. Happiness is within you, isn't it? And happiness comes when you are full. That is, mind is full. Follow?
Right.
See, brother, one thing I want to share with you. According to you, your mother has always been possessive and always exhibits narcissist behavior, isn't it? As you said.
Yeah.
Now, see, narcissist personality disorder is a personality disorder. And according to DMS-5, it is defined as mental illness. Follow?
Oh.
So people with this condition have an inflated idea of themselves, and they require lots of attention from other people. You see? And they don't value others' ideas, they don't value others' feelings, and they ignore others' needs. You follow, brother?
Okay.
See, brother, if someone is ill in the family, what will you do?
Obviously, you will take care of that person. You will make sure that you can provide the best medicine, best hospital, best doctor.
Right.
I mean, you will try because it's your family.
That means what? You will be empathetic, isn't it? You will not
Absolutely.
be angry with the person.
No.
Right? That means you will ensure the person's proper treatment and care. In fact, best treatment, isn't it? So see, brother, this is a mental illness. No, so don't get angry with your mother. Be empathetic, follow, right? And try to see that she gets the proper treatment. Here treatment involves actually psychotherapy, that is talk therapy. Okay. See, just by maintaining distance from her will not help. You follow? See, another point, you said your relation between you and your wife is strained, no? Right? And at home, you're practically not in talking terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. I feel that, she is very selfish, for her only, that money counts. She doesn't,
I understand.
one friend asked my wife why, Nitin has left the job. She said, I have no idea. Ma'am, now do you tell me? This is what, madam, you understand?
Okay,
Is
okay.
this
See.
so?
Okay, just tell me, brother, one thing. What is relation? What is relation? What do you mean by relation? See,
Ma'am,
relation is nothing but exchange of energy, right? See,
yeah,
if I have a positive thought about you, right? A thought creates energy. So positive thought will create positive energy. And the energy is not static. So it will flow towards you. I will radiate positive energy. Follow? Suppose
mm,
you have a positive thought about me. What will happen? Your
I,
emotion will be positive and this energy will flow towards me. So it's a simple maths, isn't it? So
right,
1 plus 1 is 2. So what happens? My energy field is enhanced. Your energy field is also enhanced, right? Suppose I think negative of you. What will happen? I will have a negative emotion, right? And if you think negative of me, you will also have negative emotion. What will happen? Minus and minus will add, sign will be minus. Isn't it simple mathematics? So as a result, what will happen? My energy field will be lower, your energy field will be lower. That means repulsion, isn't it? So relation is nothing but exchange of energy. So see, you are maintaining silence at home. You're not talking to each other, isn't it? But we say silence is golden. Then why are you feeling uncomfortable in the silence, brother? Hmm?
ma'am. Actually, I'm more worried about, you know. See, I just do not want to talk to negative people, ma'am. Matlab, who doesn't understand values, who doesn't, I mean, silence
Let
actually,
me
yes, I feel, I am silent, I am quiet, but something is going in my mind. I mean, it's not, I mean,
then let me tell you something. Here, what happened? You are having negative thoughts about her. She has negative thoughts about you. Your mother has negative thoughts about you. So what happens? This means energy created by the thoughts are very, very low, negative, no? And you are sending each other negative energies, no? So there is a negative energy environment in your house, which is making all of you unhappy, uncomfortable, uneasy, right? So you are wanting to reverse the situation, isn't it? You want to reverse the situation.
yes, yes,
How will you do it? How will you do it?
no idea,
You
ma'am.
have to create positive thoughts. Brother, you have to create positive thoughts. See, your mind, you are in charge of your mind. You create your thoughts. I will not create your thoughts. You will not create my thoughts, isn't it? So what you have to do is to think of 3 positive virtues of your mother, of your wife. Is that possible?
Yes,
Right? So make a note. All right, today's homework. Make a note of at least three positive points in your mother, 3 positive virtues in your wife, right? And whenever you think about your wife, whenever you think about your mother, or when you see your wife or see your mother, what will you do? You will just think about those positive points. Is it possible? Yes?
yes, ma'am. I'll try.
Because you will try, you will succeed. Don't worry. Okay? Maybe it will take time. Maybe within 1 or 2 days you will forget. But again, try. There's no harm in trying, isn't it? We say, no, try till you succeed, right?
Yeah, I mean, you are
See?
right.
So
Actually,
what?
there is so hurt inside, na. But yes, I understand you are saying a very valid point, because if things what I am doing is not making any change, so something new has to be done. So I think you are giving me this point. I got it. So I'll do, ma'am.
See,
I'll do.
it is your family, isn't it? And
Yeah.
so you must take responsibility of the family. But your first responsibility is to respond to all situations in a stable manner. Understand? So what should you do? You must accept them as they are. Acceptance does not mean you like what they are doing. Follow? But acceptance means you are not disturbed here in your mind. Follow what I'm trying to say? Yes?
Yeah.
So what happens when you create positive thoughts? See? So silence is power, no? Silence heals. What does silence heal? Silence heals the mind. Silence heals our body. Silence heals relationships. Follow, brother?
Yeah.
Yes? See, brother, according to the law of the universe, you get what you give. Your wife has too much expectations upon you. After all, you fulfilled all her expectations at one time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So because you cannot fulfill her expectations, she's angry with you and is behaving in a way which you do not appreciate, isn't it? You are doing the same thing, brother. You also expect good behavior from her. And when she does not behave according to your likings, you are angry with her, isn't it?
Mm.
So when she does not behave according to your liking, you are angry with her. So who is right, brother, and who is wrong? Can you tell me?
I am understanding your point, ma'am. Um,
No? Both are
but
right. Yes, you are right. You expect
yeah,
good
I
behavior.
can understand, but she was used to that environment of
Right.
lavish lifestyle,
So you must give her,
parties, and
see, you must explain to her, brother. If you stop talking, how can it be? You must explain. You must say what you have gone through. If you cannot explain to her, how will she understand? Right? Follow? So one thing,
ma'am,
don't hold
don't you think
anger.
it is logical for her to understand that what I've gone through?
No, no, see,
She
there are
doesn't see
800,
that.
brother, there are 800 crores of people in this world. 800 people, all are unique, all are different, right? So it is, nothing is logical. It may happen. So you have to talk with her. If you don't talk, she will not understand. So brother, don't hold anger or grudge against anybody. And the longer you hold ill feelings towards anybody, you are just disturbing your own mind, isn't it? Nothing is happening to her. You are only creating negative thoughts and negative emotions. You are making yourself ill. She is not ill, is she? You are only falling ill. No? So, how can you do something positive when you are filled with low energy? You said, see, you don't feel like doing hard work, isn't it? You told me you don't feel like doing hard work. See, in physics, what is work? Work is energy. So, how can you do hard work when you have low energy because of negative thoughts, because of negative emotion? So, what can you do? Just forgive and forget. Forgive yourself for not holding for holding negativities in your mind for such a long time, right? And forget them. So only with this mission, forgive and forget, will your vision be accomplished. You understand, brother? Yes?
Yes.
See, you can consider this as a suffering from karma. You would probably have misbehaved with her at some time or other, brother. Now that karmic account is being settled, all of this is the account of karma. So change your attitude from expectation to acceptance. Yes? Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am.
As I said, accepting does not mean appreciating everything she does, but acceptance means don't be disturbed in your mind. Follow?
So basically, what you are trying to tell me, like, since I'm not talking to her and she's not talking to me, we both have parted ways, though we are staying under one roof. But I think what I've understood that though physically we are not talking, but mentally there is something which is holding here, and it's unknowingly it is
Exactly.
creating a negative thing in my career also. This is what you're saying, and when I
Yes,
will correct
exactly.
that,
Okay, brother.
so
Thank you
it will
so
happen.
much. Okay, okay. You know, brother, Swami Vivekanand, he has given a speech to the youth of India. And he said, all power is within you. Arise, awake, sleep no more. So now it's time for you to awaken, isn't it? Now it's time for you to arise. Why? Don't sleep anymore. That means now you realize power is within you. And how do you emerge the powers? With meditation, right? So when you wake up in the morning, just for 15 minutes, sit in silence, all right? And say to yourself, I am a powerful being. I am the child of the ocean of powers. I am the child of the almighty authority of powers. God's powers are within me. His blessings are upon me. 11 times, brother, you say this to yourself in your own mind, very, very slowly. Let it go into the subconscious mind. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Right? So this is meditation. Meditation is positive thinking, nothing else. Okay? See, brother, before you go to sleep, write a letter to God. Share with him everything. All right? Consider him to be your friend. You can consider him to be your teacher, your elder brother. You can take him as your elder sister also. Build whatever relation you want to with him. Okay? And if you have any question in your mind, write it down and go to sleep. Okay? Next morning, when you sit in silence, you will get the answer. Follow, brother?
Okay.
Yes?
So you are saying that I should write a letter to God.
Yes.
Matlab, whatever problem I have in terms of like what I'm thinking, so I should write, and maybe I'll get some intuitions from the Almighty. This is what you're saying. So I'll get some answers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just experience it, try it. Unless we
Okay.
try, how can we understand, isn't it?
Yeah.
And finally, I would suggest one thing: surrender yourself, surrender your family to God. Who are you, brother, to take charge of your family? Isn't it? It is God's
Yeah.
family, and He has made you an instrument to look after them. Follow? So, surrender your family, surrender yourself to Him. He will guide you, He will take care of you and your family. Brother, trust Him, have faith in Him. See, you spend the last 5 years in pain, isn't it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you have tremendous patience, you have tremendous tolerance. So please try to follow these instructions for at least 3 months, brother, without fail. Can you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And you just see the change within you and the change in your family. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So with all these, I wish you all the best, brother. And if you have any problem, you can always call me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for the guidance, ma'am. And I'll try my best. I would say that I'll try my extreme best because I have been a fighter throughout, and I have emerged from lows to the highs, and I'll make sure that this happens. One thing, what you said about surrendering myself to God. So I want to share with you that, I actually surrendered myself to God. But one thing about the surrender for the family to the God, you
Yes.
said, so I have actually surrendered the relationship. So I now will change from surrendering the relationship to surrendering my family's responsibility to God. So that will create a positive vibration.
You are
Yeah,
responsible.
wonderful.
You will do everything
Yes, yes.
as an instrument.
Yeah.
Follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your guidance, ma'am. Really blessed to have you, helping me. Thank you.
Thank God, because I'm also His instrument. Okay?
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, brother.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Anil Bhaiji, we have finished the session.
Thank you very much, Sister Tulikaji, our today's counselor for the topic setback. And counselor brother Vinayak Bhaiji, is a counselor. The issue was that your brother has come to a council stating that after working for few years with a corporate office and getting a good salary and spending a lavish life, as they say, the complete circle is there. Now he left the job because of health issues. Without, of course, this was a compulsion, but without thinking also that how he'll manage the rest of his life and there is no income. So maybe whatever the decision in there, it can be because the health was poor or he was facing many serious issues in case of his health. Uh, but what the counselor has found that were constantly, uh, though he says that he is having many issues at home, like his relationship with the mother is not good, with the wife is not good, and lot of nagging or negative energy is there at home. Of course, this earlier problem health can be a problem with anyone, and then even you can lose the job. So this is not a very big issue. Many people are facing this kind of traumas in their life, but ultimately it is how we face it. Because somebody can manage it, and most of the people suddenly when it happens, they lose their willpower and now feel themselves devastated, as the brother says. So now what we have to think that how he will now spend the rest of the life. So past is past now. So what the earliest solution is that he should try to encash whatever fixed asset he has got instead of spending money on the debt investment, because debt investment has almost squeezed his entire saving. So that still he has uh, what we can say show off is there too much, because we have to manage our expenses by seeing that what is our income. If the income is not there, we have to economize on everything. The first thing. Second thing is there. Maybe whatever his mother is there, of course, her mother is mother. So now she has helped him to grow. She has given everything to him while he was growing. So the time is there to return back. So at least positive energy he can give to his mother, that at the home some environment is good. And secondly, the problem he says about his wife, because he says that he has given his best and very lavish life to his wife, but when he is not earning, the wife is not understanding. So this is somewhat common, because when we are making good money, so the expectations are there too high from our people at home, and when it is not given, the negative energy is created. So this also is something I'm not saying, but we have to understand that it is a man who has to give everything to their family. So it is not something big which we are doing it. It's our duty. So like how our parents have given us to everything, so similarly we have to see that whatever we are given, it is not because of our luck or because of our this was something which was there, we have to return. So happily we should accept it that we are given, and if it is not there, what they are giving to us, accept it. No matter whatever they are giving, because they are our own. So we have not done anything big. This was our responsibility. Now the third, you should accept them and don't expect that they will get the same thing in return. And fourth thing, he has to means look after his health. But if he is not creating positive energy and not resting properly and not taking food at the right time, not taking care of the medicine, etc., then this will deteriorate his health more, whatever he is doing. So for this, he doesn't need money. So for this, he needs to see that his routine is good, proper rest, proper sleep, and talking to his people at home with love is not going to cost him anything. Thus, he has to change his way of thinking, both things. And then we can say that with children, now he has so everything which comes in life is a blessing, and this is a disguise in blessing in the sense that he talked to his children, spent some time with him. When he was very busy, he didn't give any time. So this is what he's getting in return, because children are now not giving time because he never gave any time to them. So he must now plan his routine from the entirely from the new look. Early morning, spend some time in meditation, go for walk as this is already going. Then create a good positive energy at home, have good relationship with your wife, spend some time with her, learn cooking at home, help her in her daily routine, and then go for a walk. Car is not required. Use the vehicle which you can hire easily anywhere. So I think the health issue is there. That is, of course, a serious concern. But this only can be treated very well when he is positive in energy. The rest, everything can happen to anyone. Of course, building relationship is very important with your friends. Create some hobbies which are not very expensive, like going for a walk, go and sit for some time in the park, or go to the seashore or somewhere like this. Of course, like so far the income is concerned, I think the planning was not proper right from the beginning. Like he has, spent his all money which he wanted to save, Instead of keeping it in the bank on the fixed, of course, he has some fixed deposit, but he's not giving that income so that he can have the same type of life he was having earlier. Of course, the problems and issues he thinks are too serious, but our counselor has made him to understand that this can easily be tackled, not easily, but I can be managed. But he has to learn how to economize now and prioritize the things in the life. Thank you very much, Sister Tulikaji. I think suggestions which are given to him is not very costly and not very expensive. I think the change has to come from inside, and has to say all the powers are there inside. So now he has to replan his life, nothing more than that. Of course, like health issues, I don't think that he has taken the insurance all from the beginning. If the insurance was there, the insurance company would have paid him for any kind of surgery or anything which he had undergone. Thank you very much, Sister Counselor. Sister Tulkaji and Vinay Bhaiji, you both have played your role very well and demonstrating the skills of counseling to our viewers. And also the issues which were there have been tackled properly. But think, I mean, acceptance is very important, and don't expect that those people will come to help you when your time was good and your time is bad. They will be there. You are your own master. You have to means handle your own issues. Don't think that other people will come to help you when you are in crisis. So be at your end, be a man. है ना? So thank you very much to our viewers and well wisher for today's session was live on Facebook as well as YouTube. We recommend our well wishers to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel to the friends also. And also we can be contacted for WhatsApp for any health issue problem by filling our free counseling form on our website name as www.spiritualseva.com, and also we can be contacted on our WhatsApp number 959434378. Once again, congratulations to both of you for giving such a wonderful session, and everybody we think that is appreciated your today's session. With this, our session comes to end. Thank you very much to all of you. Om Shanti.